Epilogue new. Okay. Kind of thought we would just like go right to the credits. So still 15%. So that's probably like the branching path or whatever's coming next with the question marks. And like that, the long holiday is almost over. We're on our way to the station. I said I didn't need anyone to see me off, but I didn't get much time to relax. Deep down, I was happy to spend even a little more time with everyone. As we get closer to the station, a familiar figure comes walking from up ahead, and as we are about to pass each other, she speaks to me. I'm Marie.
Thanks for your hard work.
Yeah, same to you.
It's not like I really did anything.
Baka.
I was getting my butt handed to me and you weren't around. Like, that was fun.
You were keeping Dojima-san and everyone else safe, weren't you? That was a huge help.
Stupid no-tech love machine. You're being too honest.
I am a love machine.
Stupid.
Marie blushes, somewhat embarrassed, but she was protecting this town from the worst of Hino Kagutsuchi's effects. But that must have been extremely hard on her.
Hey, this town, do you like it?
Sure.
Huh? Yeah.
I get to level up when I'm here.
Go home already. Get out of here and come back soon, jerk.
That was an even bigger outburst than usual. I wanted to express my thanks to her more, but... well, seeing her in good spirits again relieves me. I'm sure she'll continue to watch over everyone in this town. As I watch her run off, I hurry and catch up to my friends who've gone on ahead. When we reach the platform, Dojima-san, who was already there, hands me my belongings.
Thanks for bringing my things all the way here.
Don't worry about it. Man, you seem pretty busy. So, if you're headed back, does that mean things are settled?
Yeah.
There's a hint of reproach in Dojima's eyes. A detective's intuition is an impressive thing. I can tell he still trusts me since he's stopping short of grilling me for details. I just wish he'd stop the drill-like stare.
Yes.
Take some more time off the next time you come.
Yeah.
She seemed pretty lonely.
Aw. Nanako looks away sadly as Dojima pushes her forward. She's pouting a little. Nanako, I really feel bad that I couldn't spend more time with you.
Oh, you can. It's almost time.
Well then, time to disband the investigation team for real this time.
Again.
I feel a little down when you actually come out and say it like that.
Yes, but disbanding means that the case has been solved. We should take pride in that, at least.
Investigation team? Oh, crap. Chie's dog went missing, so...
Oh, what happened to your dog, Chie?
Huh? Really? If you had told me, I would have rushed to help in a jiffy.
Why are you falling for that? Just stay
No, her
quiet.
dog did go missing, though.
That's not fair. I wanted to help, too.
I'm sorry, Nanako. I'll be back in the summer.
Really?
Whoa, for reals?
You're gonna stay the whole summer, right?
Yes.
Yay! That's more than a month. We could do anything then.
Anything, you.
Let's
Visit all your
see the summer
girlfriends.
Festival? Going swimming in the ocean? Ooh, and the fireworks show.
Somehow we've gotten sidetracked to the subject of me staying here for my whole summer vacation. I actually hadn't decided myself how long I'll be here then. And in spite of myself, I glanced towards Dojima-san.
We wouldn't mind at all. Nanako would love to have you around.
The train will be arriving shortly. Please step behind the white lines for your safety.
Big bro!
As I lift my luggage, Nanako rushes over to hug me. She was pouting before, now it looks like her sadness has reached its limits.
I don't want you to leave. I want to play with you too.
Nanako.
You gotta level up.
You really didn't get to spend much time with her.
Like any? Yeah, I didn't get to spend any time at home.
Nana-chan.
Well, we cooked at the end of the arena, right? And that was it.
I know. Nanako-chan, come over to my place. We have a dog.
So you found your dog.
No, I want Big Bro.
Okay, what if I told you the dog's name is Big Bro? And it's not, but I can lie to you.
Nanako, if If you keep saying such selfish things, I'll tell you a scary story before bed.
That's rude. Nanako freezes for a moment with a sudden jolt before reluctantly letting me go. Dojima-san, I'm not sure that's a good way to keep her in line. I agree. Jesus.
We'll have more time over the summer vacation, Nanako. We can play more then.
Okay.
Wow, I didn't know Nanako-chan doesn't like scary stories.
Yeah, if she sees a scary story on TV before bed, she can't go to the bathroom by herself.
Huh.
I'm the one who gets woken up in the middle of the night.
Dad!
That's... I probably shouldn't tell everyone that.
Sorry.
I mean, she is like a kid, like a little kid still, but still.
We're through, Dad.
Nanako, tired of being teased so much, rushes into the train, even though the departure bell is already ringing. That was not good timing.
Nanako!
I chase after Nanako and rush into the train just as the door closes behind me. Dojima-san and my friends are left behind on the platform with dumbfounded expressions. As the scenery begins to slowly move, they all start chasing after our train. So I guess we're bringing Nanako back to the city. Nanako looks back and forth between me and the others outside and seems a bit panicked. I grin and then look around inside the train for a seat where we can both sit down until the next station. Oh, she doesn't have a ticket, does she? She's in trouble. Probably not, but still.
Break. Broke. Broken? Eat. Eaten? Why the hell does it keep changing like that? Break? What is it, a car? I don't even have any brothers named Ken!
What?
Oh my! Are you studying English? It must be a cold day in hell.
You old hag! I'm trying to study here, so quit making fun of me!
My. He's embarrassed.
Damn, my ma looks so happy. I ain't doing this because I want to. I ignore her and turn back to this study aid thing.
Oh, that's right. There's something I wanted to ask you.
Is this Igus?
Well, what is it? Quit bothering me. I just hurry up and ask already.
Well, our dyes seem to be running out much faster lately. Do you know anything about that?
I get all flustered at her sudden question.
How should I know? Maybe we had a burglar or something.
Oh my. A burglar who only steals dyes.
Look, everyone has a kink, don't judge.
Like I said, how should I know? You're probably just imagining it anyway.
Is that so? How odd.
Man, she's weirdly sharp about this stuff. I can't let her figure it out yet. She can't know that I'm like thinking about the family business and all. My senpai are third years now, so it's only natural that they talk now and then about our plans for the future. And I've been giving it some thought myself, so I decided to start training in secret about stuff like dying. And what's the studying for? Well, that's part of my plan too.
Oh, I just remembered. That navy blue handkerchief I washed yesterday had an odd unevenness to its coloring.
What? Like how? That handkerchief was my best work lately, and...
Oh, she got you, dog.
Wait, the one I washed was a white handkerchief. Ah, the ravages of age. I keep misremembering things.
You old hag!
Ma leaves, chuckling all the while. That old hag, she knew. Feeling embarrassed about my secret training getting found out, I take a break from studying and pick up one of the dyed goods out in the store.
The color just isn't the same.
I compare it to the fabric I dyed for my mascot plushie. I didn't notice until I actually worked with dyes on my own, but Ma's dyed goods are something else. How does she get the dyes to do that? I catch myself sighing and shake the cobwebs out of my head. Yu senpai has gone back to the city, and my other senpai are probably leaving town next year too, according to their post-grad plans. Resale and Nanako. Resale and Naruto too. Even now, they're away from Inaba more than they're here. To be honest, it's sad to see us all go our separate ways, but the funny thing is, I don't feel as nervous about it as I did. Maybe it's because I found a goal I can be proud of? And that goal is to become a pro craftsman, spreading my dyed goods across the world. I do that, and my friends who leave Inaba won't be lonely no matter where in the world they end up. But first, I gotta get better at dying. Don't we all? And I need to learn to speak English too. With new resolve, I look up at the Tatsumiya shop curtain. Seeing those vibrant, perfectly dyed colors, I can't help but feel a wicked laugh rising up in me.
I ain't giving up, goddammit!
Good for you, I guess. That? Are we going through each character? Okay. I was gonna say, because that's kind of weird that we're ending on kanji.
Excuse me.
As I'm picking up the empty plates from the parlor, which is as lively as usual, a guest beckons me over.
Whoa, you're a high school girl and a manager? That's awesome. Hey, could you wash my back later?
Can you call the police?
Sir, please don't joke like that.
Well, I might consider it if you held a party here every day for the next year.
Really? I'll take you up on
Yukiko!
that.
Thank you for your patronage. Of course, I must ask that you pay for everything up front.
Ooh.
Huh?
While the guest is stunned, I exit the parlor. Even people like him are important guests. It would be easy to lash out, but I've started to learn lately that there are other ways to deal with them. What if he does it, though?
Yuki-chan, are you okay? Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
Don't worry. I'll make sure to lean on you and the others if I'm ever feeling stressed. Please help me out if that happens.
Really? You've gotten so dependable all of a sudden.
I thought those were gold bricks for a second. It's just wood. I can't help but smile a little at the waitress's delight. The reason I'm able to try my best like this isn't because of my strength alone. It's more that I want to keep pushing myself further because I have people who depend on me. And I think it's because of that case that I'm thinking this way now. I've made my decision to take over the inn, and everyone is cheering me on. To live up to their expectations, I need to train hard. So I won't be a disgrace as the inn's manager. Even when it comes to cooking, I don't have to be as good as the chefs. I just need to be able to make some appetizers by myself that don't kill people. As I moved to the corner of the kitchen I was borrowing, I checked the contents of the pot. Yeah, that's about right.
I think it's missing a bit of tartness. Maybe I should use yogurt.
I mean, if you just want to kill someone, you can just buy some poison, like rat poison, and mix it all together with other chemicals.
Huh? It burned? That's odd. I was sure this was how the chefs did it.
No.
Yuki-chan, I smell something burning.
It smells like
Are
death.
you okay?
I'm okay. For now.
Anyone who eats that isn't.
You're improving as a manager, but I think your progress as a cook is still bumpy.
I think that's an understatement. I can't help but sigh at the waitress's gentle rejection as I stare at the burnt pot. Maybe I should get more people to help taste my food? I think it's a war crime. Yeah, I'm not alone, so I'm sure my friends will be eager to help me out. Well, you might have been. But then again, he's willing for most things involving his friends. Oh, Chie?
Huh. I'm gonna leave math for later.
Of course you are.
I gotta start with general ed questions first.
Blue 3. Is that a thing Bruce Lee actually did, or are they saying Bruce Lee's name is Blue 3 in this game? I waved the white flag at the incomprehensible row of numbers and opened a different book. Yeesh. This one's pretty thick too.
What is this? Some kind of old manuscript? Oh. I'm in great shape at least. How come there aren't any practical skills in the primary exam?
I give up at the endless list of formal sentences and plop onto my bed. The comfortable feeling of my pillow slowly lures me to sleep.
So sleepy.
Is that Kermit the Frog? It's no use. I know when I'm beat. The sample questions for the police enrollment exam are too tough.
I bet Master would totally ace the written exams too. I mean, he'd make it to the top easy.
I remember declaring that Akihiko-senpai my dream. I remember declaring to Akihiko-san my dream to be a police officer when I got to see him during the incident the other day. Why a police officer? It's simple, really. so I can protect everything I care about. Things like my family and friends, and this town itself, where I have so many good memories of growing up. Yukun's gone back far away to the city, and since Yosuke's decided to go to college, he'll eventually leave Inaba too. Rise-chan and Naoto-kun will probably have to do a lot of traveling in their work, and even Yukiko said she might go do some innkeeper training elsewhere. Kanji-kun's supposedly up in the mountains in search of dyes and cooking wood, I think. Wait, that part about the cooking wood seems off. But even if we end up separated, it won't change the fact that we can always come back to Inaba. That's why I'll protect this town. That, I think, is the real strength that everyone gave me.
All right, I'm gonna become a police officer, no doubt about it. If Master's at the top, I'll work my way up to his level.
And that's why I can't be bummed out just because I'm stumbling a bit over the subjects I'm not so good at. I lightly slap both my cheeks to wake myself up and get a second wind, and then I jump out of bed and head back to my desk once more. Your desk that's covered by the punching bag? Or is that... It's probably perspective. These sample questions are a tough enemy right now, but the stronger the enemy, the more a true fighter welcomes the challenge. Once I become a police officer, I'll bust up bad guys at crime scenes one after another.
Master, I need to be on the streets, not behind a TV. Ah!
Okay. Akiko-san, a government official with the police, will be my strict but kind boss. Oh, and I bet if a case comes up, and our ace detective Naoto-kun will help us out on the investigation. Yu-kun and the others will be amazed at how I take care of business. It's kind of embarrassing to think about that, though. Hehe. Oh, she's sleeping.
I'm gonna do my best.
That American flag blanket? So Naoto? Sometime after the Golden Week incident, I was in a drawing room of a certain dummy company in the Okina city. To the public, it's merely a small publishing company, but in truth, it's been rent out by the public safety to serve as a base of operations for administrative police activities carried out in secret. Though at times I cooperate with them on investigations, I'm still an ordinary high school student, and since I'm only an outsider from the police perspective, it would cause too much of a stir for me to come in contact with public safety at regular police stations. This, in other words, is one of the few places I can be at ease. I come here a number of times after the case and grown acquainted with some of the part-time employees. Given my position, it may be dangerous to get too close to public safety, but the relationship is extremely useful as a source of information. The fact that it's a pipeline I established myself undoubtedly gave me greater confidence as well. Upon hearing the details of this case, the man from the public safety is lost in thought for some time, but then he tells me with some chagrin that the secret inquiry into the Kirijo group is concluded.
What do you mean?
You probably believe that this investigation is about the potential dangers of the Kirijo group, but that's not the truth. It was ordered by top public safety officials who aren't keen on Mitsuru Kirijo's influence. They're trying to find fault with her to rein her in.
Then, were these top officials dissatisfied with my report?
Oh, your report was detailed and accurate, but that was too fair for their liking.
Are you asking me to report a distortion of the truth?
Don't glare like that. The officials used Kirijo's disappearance this time to order an investigation on the Shadow Operative's facility.
I'm assuming it didn't go well for them.
Yes, I know about that. I'd heard from my friends.
But these investigation results aren't what those at the top hoped for. If this continues, they may abandon rational judgment in their desperation.
And then they'll be arrested, Mr. Public Safety Man?
In other words, you think they would begin to suspect me as taking sides with Kirijo?
Yes, but that's not what we hope to see happen. In all honesty, enabling their power struggle has no upside for our organization at all.
Then don't partake in it.
We are very satisfied with your work. That's why it would be less than ideal if you lost favor with the top officials and became unhireable.
I understand. Though they're all part of public safety, you're saying the top officials and the on-site...
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought this was an outside group.
It's the nature of the beast. you have my permission to continue visiting this place from now on. So, I ask that you play along this once.
Permission to continue. So, you leave a thread for me to follow while telling me not to get too involved. A bit self-serving, wouldn't you say?
A harsh assessment. Both the inner truth and the outer veneer matter in society. That's how it is.
I was only joking. I thank you for your generous
I was only joking. I'm not good at jokes. I give a bow and leave the room. When I step outside the building, I see a clear blue sky spreading overhead. I take a seat on a bench that catches my eye. This afternoon sunlight, just now beginning to heat up, shines down on me. It's been a while since I've had time such as this with nothing pressing to occupy me. The case forced me to think about several things. First, shadow-related incidents are not limited to the Midnight Channel. Second, the Shadow Operatives, the only organization that can counter those threats, are in a politically unstable position. Finally, there may be more powerful remnants of Ergo resource like Show somewhere.
There's further investigation.
And since I'm both a detective and a Persona user, there should be truths that only I can unearth from my unique position. The scope of this investigation will be vast, and I may no longer be able to remain in Inaba. But no matter what kind of physical distance I put between myself and my friends I made here, and the friends I made here, our hearts will never be apart. Having made my resolution, all I must do is make the first move in my investigation.
It seems I'm about to be very busy.
You are always very busy. Take a break. So who's next? Yosuke, Resale, you? Probably Resale.
All right.
No, it's
that
Yosuke.
must be the place.
Oh, and Teddy. A few days after the incident during the Golden Week, after coming to Okinawa City, I find what I'm looking for and start walking towards it. What I'm looking for, you ask? Haha, the sign for a cram school. See, I've decided to go on to college after graduating from high school. I know I'm off to kind of a late start, but that's my fault for ignoring my guidance counseling results.
Thanks to this case, I feel like I'm finally prepared to face my future. It's like I finally made a breakthrough.
A breakthrough?
When I was chatting with you while reflecting on the case, he gave me this puzzling expression when I started talking about this stuff. I told him vaguely about how I couldn't muster up an interest in the future since we'd all been going our separate ways because I'm having so much fun with my friends here and now. It came off a little unfocused because I tried to cram in everything I wanted to say at once, including how this isn't because I'm unhappy with the way things are.
I kept wondering if there was any way I could spend my time with everyone forever and ever. But I realized that that's just running from reality.
Everything in this world changes, and that's what makes it interesting. Sometimes. These bonds we have will keep changing too, but that doesn't worry me like it used to. No matter how far apart we may be, no matter how different the paths we take may be, I rely on everyone, and I want to be someone everyone can rely on.
That's why for now I'm focused on finding a big project that won't bore me until I die. First, I'm gonna go to college and expand my horizons.
Whoa.
I guess for how long I thought about it, it's a pretty standard path.
Yeah!
No, I think that's just like you, Yosuke. Isn't the long consideration really the important part?
That's what my partner said, but after listening to my endless spiel, he might be right. Taking time to consider things must be important too. Is that a dog? And so, after picking up the application for the cram school and coming back home to Inaba, I am now taking drastic measures at Yomen Aido bookstore. In front of me is a shelf of study aid books, and all around me are serious-looking guys I'm hesitant to talk to.
No idea which ones are any good.
Huh? What are you doing, Yosuke? The shelf with the nurses is over there.
Hi, Teddy. The guys picking up study books immediately stare at me as Teddy's voice pierces the quiet store. Come on, give me a break. Why did I have to run to Teddy here?
I'll stay over here for today, thanks.
Oh, you're looking for camouflage. Something to hide your nurses with?
Maybe.
What? Hell no!
Teddy proudly rushes over to the certain corner I always stopped by. Feeling everyone's heated stares at me, I grab Teddy by his collar and make a dash out of the store. Ah, damn it, I wonder if maybe Junes will get some study aid books in stock. Is that gonna count as Teddy's as well? Oh, this is Resale then. No, it's Teddy.
This part
Okay.
seems to be lacking a bit. It should be more showy, extravagant, all out. Hurrah! I feel like I'm on a roll.
I go on decorating with splendid watercolored signs which give the impression of a blue summer sky, and shining star decorations too. On top of that, I made the mannequins sexy too, to better fit the summery theme. As I am nodding at my awesome display, Yosuke's making a beeline right towards me. I bet he's surprised at my utterly perfect display skills.
Yosuke, what was that for?
Shut up! What about this is perfect to you? It looks like a midsummer swimsuit sale.
Oh, now that you mention it.
It does say summer sale.
Oh, that's all you can say? Listen, this is supposed to be a section for elegant summer clothes for the early season. So why set up a swimsuit sale, huh? Stop changing things on your own.
Oh,
You shouldn't do that
Sensei
at
will
work
come back
without
once
permission.
Summer comes, right? My mind is already in full summer mode.
You're jumping the gun way too much. Don't drag our store into your shenanigans.
You say that, but aren't you curious too? Don't you want Yuki-chan, Chie-chan, Risei-chan, and Nao-chan to wear these new swimsuits as soon as possible?
I mean, he's already seen 3 of them in swimsuits.
Well, sure. But wait, we weren't talking about me.
Oh, I know. When Sensei comes back, let's invite Mid-chan and her friends to the beach.
Good luck with that.
Mitsuru-san and her friends, huh? Oh, they're regular working folks. I mean, they're a special unit, so I don't think they could just...
Yosuke, the game will end if you give up.
I guess that's
Imagine
true.
What they'd all look like in swimsuits.
Oh, of course. Of course. Naoto. Of course, there'll be Chie-chan, Yuki-chan, Nao-chan, and Risei-chan, and on top of that, the beauties of the Shadow Operatives, led by the glamorous Mit-chan, in the grand gathering. Even I can't help but get excited at the thought. Oh, I mean, to be fair, these are some very standard swimsuits, so thanks, game. Oh, the look on Yosuke's face means I bet he's gonna get a nosebleed soon. Yosuke sure is easy to read.
Look, that doesn't change the fact that it's way too early for this. Hurry up and get the display how it's supposed to be.
No! I will staunchly protect my paradise.
Your weird paradise has no place in our store!
This is
If
true.
you don't hurry and fix this, I'm docking your pay!
This is tyranny! Utter totalitarianism!
I don't think you know what any of those words mean. So next is Resale then? Probably? Yeah.
Well then, let's start from Act 3. Ready? Go!
Junpei. Is that Junpei?
Look, a white bird. Could it be the same one we saw together last summer?
Very unlikely.
Who cares about birds right now? If there's something you want to say, then say it.
Please don't be that way. I trusted in you. I believed in our promise that we'd come here on this day. So why did you bring her? I feel like an utter fool.
Risei-chan!
Anoe-san's voice echoes... Anoe? Yeah. Sure. Echoes across the quiet rehearsal room. Jeez, I already told him that the rehearsal is a little behind schedule.
Anoe-san, we're still rehearsing here.
Oh, sorry. Please forgive me.
Anoe-san quickly apologizes and bows to everyone. I bow too, apologizing to the actor I'm rehearsing with, and the director for holding up the rehearsal.
Uchikawa, it's time. You're free to go. Everyone else, take it from the top of that scene.
Huh? But...
Go on or they'll yell at me. The promise was we'd do this without getting in the way of your other work. Though, I mean, your acting was great.
Thank you. Is there anything else?
What do you mean, anything else?
Anything I should work on?
I just told you that your acting was great. You're rushing this too much. Well, I don't know. I guess you need to work on accepting your strengths and trying to build on them? Sure.
Accept my strengths?
That's right. Hey, I take back what I said. Everyone take a 30-minute breather.
Okay. What? At the director's orders, the tension in the rehearsal room lifts. I grab my towel and bag before hurrying over to where Inoue-san is making himself scarce near the entrance.
So what do you need to talk about, Inoue-san?
Oh, right. The response to your TV appearance the other day was amazing. We keep getting tons of calls with more work for you. And that's why we'd really like to set up an actual schedule and put a huge media blitz behind your comeback.
No, I told you that's not what I want. I'm not even close to my peak performance yet.
Huh? But they're all really good deals, you know?
Yeah, but this isn't her final form yet. Didn't you hear her?
Nope. Don't you remember how we talked this over with the agency? I want to put my schoolwork first right now. Oh, can you bring the car to the front?
I'm lazy. My persona grew a lot during Golden Week, though that's because I had help from that Elizabeth lady. Once again, I couldn't express my true self on my own. I need more confidence and a firm footing so I won't feel lost no matter what I come up against.
Risei-chan, where are we?
I have voice training after this. Come on, you're my manager. Get your act together.
Or I'll fire you,
Oh, right. Sorry.
Can you give me a ride? I want to hear about what kind of work came in.
Of course. I'll bring the car around, so wait at the entrance.
After seeing off Inoue-san, I jog towards the parking lot and open up on my cell phone. The main wallpaper is a picture of everyone we took at the food court. To make my ideal self a reality, I'll surely have to keep facing up to my weaknesses. But I'll have help. As long as everyone believes in me, I can overcome those weaknesses as many times as it takes. From the entrance of the studio, I look up to the blue sky. That's a little closer to the summer now. And wait for Inoue-san's car to take me to the next rehearsal. You know, I kind of... Oh, okay, the end? No credits? I was gonna say, I kind of didn't expect for them to go into, like, each character like that. I guess it makes sense. Oh, there are credits. The P-1 Climax is over. Woo. Well, I really liked the game. And I might have to remove this song. We'll see. Yeah, I really liked the game up until the final boss. The final boss, I felt, at least on hard mode, was stupid. But on normal mode, it wasn't that bad. It was actually kind of easy. I'm guessing for hard mode, they just increased the damage output of the enemies and frequency of their like powerful moves. To be honest, I didn't really see too big of a difference between normal and hard mode in the standard fights. I lost a few times more when I switched over, but I think I kind of always attributed it to like the different fighting styles of characters that I was going up against. Like, you know, Yukiko and Kanji were the pretty much biggest hurdles I had during like the standard fights. Everyone else, yeah, one or like 2 attempts, 3 attempts on fights that I might have had a little bit, you know, of a challenge with, but eventually I got to it and, you know, beat it. For the final boss, that beam attack, yeah, I don't know, and not to mention like, at least on hard mode, he like instantly acted with his skills. So, I don't know, I would hate to see it on Risky, that's for sure, to say the least. Maybe the normal fights on Risky might be more appealing to me if, I wouldn't even say more appealing, more like, something I could have handled compared to like the final boss on hard mode. But like, that boss on Risky mode would probably be insane. I know there's a Dachi DLC for this. I'll consider getting that. And there's probably, that branching path and whatever the hell that other option is that's gonna unlock. I'm not sure, it could just be like well no, this is the story mode, right? So it's gonna have to be something story related, I would assume. I was gonna say maybe it's like, you know, like a gauntlet battle system, but I think they already have that. I haven't really checked out the other battle modes. Oh, maybe it's like Show's perspective. Maybe it's Show's perspective. Could be Adachi's, but no, it's gotta be Adachi's DLC. Yeah, I'll look into Adachi's DLC to see if, I'm not sure how much it cost. And I'm not really sure how long it is either. So, I don't know. I mean, graphically, everything... The controls for running are a little weird to me, but I don't really play that many fighting games, so I'm not, like Mortal Kombat, some old, you know, Tekken and Battle Arena Troshinden. Games like that I played a lot of. Though, when we got into, like, you know, like the PlayStation 2 era type games, I didn't really get too many fighting games. Dragon Ball games, yes, but I'm a fanboy. And even later Dragon Ball games like Xenoverse, those are more like RPG action games comparatively to like fighting games. I haven't played like Dragon Ball Fighters yet. I do kind of want to do that. I know they have a story mode, but yeah, pure fighting games are just really something I don't really get too into. So maybe that style of running is more in line to what everyone would be used to. But I don't really remember. I think in like Tekken and Battle Arena Troshinden, you run like that, but I haven't played those games in a long time. I think Troshinden's actually a dead series. I haven't heard of any new releases for it in years. The last one I actually remember seeing is 3, and that came out on PlayStation. I love those games though; those were fun. And Tekken, I kind of stopped playing after Tekken 3 too. But they're still going. I think it's like Tekken 8 or Tekken 7. But yeah, graphically this game is beautiful. The controls, it took me a little bit of time to get used to it. But the music's still fantastic. All Persona music's fantastic. From what I can tell from all the games that I've played so far. Episode P3. Oh, okay, so Persona 3? Really? Persona 3? Wouldn't that just be the same story? Holy shit, this is long. Huh. Alright, well, I mean, I don't really have any plans for series after this one anyways until Final Fantasy VII comes out. So, I guess we'll be jumping into this as well. Oh, 94, so... Probably back here... Where did I make that choice? There's gotta be a choice somewhere. Is there no card to give me an indication where it is? That's kind of lame, game. I know that it was said there was a choice I did back here that could lead to, like, something else, that I should choose the other one. So I'm assuming it's going to lead to something else, which is that 6%. Here? It's probably here. Oh, I guess we'll find out next time and probably start Persona, or episode P3. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below if you're not subscribed yet. When you have my video section, check out some of the content, see if it's to your liking. Once again, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great day.